Here doing the next installment of 3 questions with my cousin Camille. Hello, Camille.
Hi. Wait, can I say your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Abby.
First question is, tell me about the greatest lesson you've learned in your life, and what's the story behind that?
That is a very big question. Greatest lesson I've ever learned in my life. Well, I've only lived 24 years, so I'm sure I'm gonna know much more in the years to come. I would probably say, I guess the greatest lesson in my life is to always keep trying, even if you fail the first time. And I mean, like, I'm the type of person, like, I never get things on the first time. I always have to keep trying and keep going for it, no matter what anyone says or what anyone thinks of you. And I guess the story behind that is one of, like, the most, like, empowering and important experiences in my life so far was getting a fellowship in my undergraduate career in college. And the first year I applied, in my first freshman year of college, I didn't get the fellowship, and it was a really, really long, tedious application process. Like, you put in a lot of work into it, and a lot of emotions are involved. Like, there are multiple essays, multiple rounds of interviews, and when you're finally put in the final batch of people who are going to be interviewed for this fellowship, they sort of have an interview process where multiple people interview you at the same time, and it's sort of a long drawn out day, and they want to make sure you know how to interact with all the other fellows. So that was an experience where I put in a lot, and I was rejected the first time, and I didn't really understand why. And in the summer after I was rejected, I decided, okay, I don't need this fellowship. I can just try and figure out what I want to do with my life. And I got my first internship at Girls Right Now, which is a nonprofit pairing young women who want to be writers with other professional women writers, and that was a really great way for me to learn what I wanted to do. And then the second year, someone asked me, shouldn't you apply to this fellowship? And at first I was like, I don't know if I want to put in all of the work again and be emotionally, put in more emotions into this experience and then get rejected again. But then I was like, what the heck, why not? I applied the second time and I got it. So long story short, that is a great lesson in just always trying and never giving up.
Awesome. Tell me about the greatest memory in your life so far, the greatest achievement or greatest whatever to you, and to what extent do you think that event or thing was caused by pure chance or by something you willed into action?
Okay, wait, I have to think about this one. Okay, greatest memory or achievement, and you're gonna have to say the same part of it, but let me think about the greatest memory first.
Right answer is probably the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay, the first thing that popped into my head was getting into Columbia's journalism program, graduate journalism program. It's probably the biggest achievement in my life, professionally speaking. And I guess one of the ways that that was put it, I guess there were a lot of things that were, a lot of steps I took to get to that point and be able to be accepted. And it wasn't the fact that I was accepted that was the best part of the experience there. It was just the journey that led up to that experience of getting accepted into the program, and just figuring out, okay, I really have this passion for journalism, and I'm crazy enough to actually get a graduate school education and put in the investment to get a degree in journalism, a graduate degree in journalism. And while it was definitely a gamble, and I'm still learning about, learning that it was a gamble because journalism is a crazy business, I also am really glad that I was accepted into the program and graduated from the program, because I learned so many different skills and I have a new network that I didn't have before. So it's definitely the biggest achievement in my life so far. And yeah, I think that answers your question.
If there's some big thing that you could do, it doesn't even have to be something personally, just something for society or whatever. And you knew that you had all the resources at your disposal and that you needed, and there was absolutely no possibility of failure. What would you do and why?
Okay, so if there's something I could fix in the world and there's no possibility of failure, what would it be?
Yeah, or just something to do.
Or something.
Could be something personal.
Well, that's a really good question. Possibility of failure. I guess. So wait, so you're saying it could be personal, or
Yeah, or literally if you could just do anything. And
I could do anything.
at this point in time now,
in
you
this
knew you
point,
wouldn't fail.
And I knew I wouldn't fail. What would I do?
Hmm.
I would probably go somewhere in the world. I would want to go to India, and definitely like learn the language and be able to kind of embed myself in a community where I could help young women, whether that was in like maybe a red light district or somewhere where I could help young women get out of prostitution or whatever. Like that's something that definitely connects with me in terms of like something I would like to be involved in helping to like fix generational prostitution. But so like, yeah, I would definitely, if I had no opportunity to fail and if I had the resources, I would definitely go there and sort of learn the language, embed myself in the community, and find ways that I could use my skills to help those women, either by telling their stories or by just volunteering in some kind of organization, which is a really big commitment to me. But if I had no opportunity to fail and I had the resources, I'd probably do it, and the guts.
All right, awesome. Camille, thank you so much.